Hey guys, it's Nimbus. Welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to do something a little bit different. But first, as always, it is free Palestine, free everybody. Free Sudan, free the Democratic Republic of Congo, free Haiti, free Hawaii, free Puerto Rico, free Kurdistan, free Waziristan, free Syria, free Lebanon, free Yemen, free everybody. We will never be free until we are all free. Just please do your own research about all of this stuff. There's a lot going on still, and it's just compounding. It's just going crazy at this point. So we got to keep talking. We got to keep going. We got to keep doing all this stuff. We have to. We're making progress. We are making progress. It might not feel like it, but we are. There's been countries have restored funding for UNRWA, UNRWA. Countries are starting to cut ties with Is Not Real. We are making progress. It might not feel like we are, but we are. And it might be really slow, but there is progress being made. And the more that we talk about this and the more that we show our governments that we're not going to tolerate it at all, we'll show up at their doorsteps. We'll show up at their places of work. We'll show up everywhere. We'll show up when they're out to eat dinner. We'll show up, bro. We will be there. We'll show up at their own fucking events to disrupt it. The thing that y'all seem to forget is that protests are meant to disrupt. That's the point. We got to make somebody hear us. And the more that we do that, the more people will start to understand that the people are not with that. If you guys can, please join me in donating to various charities and places. Please make sure that the places that you are donating to actually help the people. If you guys would like to tip me today during this video, I would really like you guys to join me in donating that money as well, and then some if you can. I don't want to tell you guys where to donate to, but I do want to say make sure that it doesn't, if you donate, make sure it's not lining some guy's pockets first and then trickling down to help people. All that money should be going to help people. That's what the donation is for. Not to make somebody else richer, it's to help the people only. So please do your own research and make sure that that is where your money is going. And yeah, if you guys, shameless plug, if you guys would like to purchase a one-on-one with me and book that, we can do that. That is on my website, NimbusThePoet.com. And a portion of what I make from those will also be donated to various organizations. So yeah, I'm looking at the PCRF and Care for Gaza, as well as Eyes on Sudan and Focus Congo. So once I get a little bit of money together, I'm going to donate to all of those places. It's been a little difficult, but and what I do want to say too is that if you can't donate right now, use your voice. Uplift and amplify the voices of the people who are being affected by this. Do not do the white savior thing. Do not do the West savior thing. Listen to what the people are saying. Stop adding your own version of what they're saying. If they're saying that this thing needs to stop, this thing needs to stop, whatever that thing is. Yes, the boycotts are working, but there were also very specific boycotts that were put out by, it was the BDS movement. And a lot of people took that as there's all these companies that we are not supporting, which is true. But there were a lot of companies that weren't on that original list that a lot of people were like, okay, we'll just do this other place. And it's like, yes, that works. That's good. I'm glad that we're trying to get together and do that. But we also can't forget that the first original BDS list is the actual, what they have seen would be the best outcome. You know what I mean? Does that make sense? So yes, please, 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 please uplift and amplify the voices. Do not speak for them. Do not speak for them. We in the West do not know exactly what they're going through. Some people probably do. I'm sure a lot of people do. But the majority of us in the West don't. And hopefully we never will. We have our own set of struggles. And it is all connected. Please do your own research. Please make sure that what you are donating, where you are donating to, is helping the people. Please make sure that what you are saying is actually helping the people. Please make sure that the voices that you're amplifying are actually the voices of the people. So, yes. Free everybody. We will never be free until we're all free. So yeah, so without further ado, I guess, today is going to be a little bit different. Oh, I'm going to light this incense really quick. All right, so today we are going to do, I'm going to use my singing bowl today. The note is G. We're going to do a little meditation today. I wanted to do a little bit something different. We're still going to do a reading. If you guys are only here for the reading, you can go ahead and skip ahead if you would like to. But this meditation, since last night was the full moon and the eclipse, I believe that was last night, unless it's like coming tonight. I believe that was last night though. There's been a lot of wild energy going around. So I figured let's do a little, not necessarily like a cleansing, but like a real meditation to where you can really ground yourself and get to where you need to be. Kind of like just like a reset. I know that's what I needed. I totally could not post my second video last week. I couldn't even film it. There was so much energy going around, and this is pretty much what helped me, so I figured this would be my next video. So yeah. So let's get started. If you guys would like to meditate with me, we'll do a little bit of a longer meditation breathing today. I'll guide you guys through it. And yeah, this is just going to be an easy, it's not going to be anything crazy. Most of it will just be breathing on your own, not doing anything crazy. We'll start off like normal with my normal videos, with my readings, with the regular breathing, but then we'll get into a meditation and then we'll go into an actual reading. Today we'll use our Mystic Mondays Tarot. We will also do a pride message and our sweary affirmation as well. But yeah, it'll just be a little bit shorter of a reading today. But yeah, without further ado, let's get breathing really quick. So if you guys would like to breathe with me, go ahead and put your hands flat down on the table or flat down in your lap. Go ahead and sit straight up and put your feet flat down on the floor. And we are going to breathe in through our nose and out through our mouth, just at a count of 4. Don't hold it or anything. We're not going to do anything crazy. If you need to breathe slower or faster, go ahead and do that. Don't hurt yourself. Don't do anything that you feel like is gonna end badly. All right, guys. So if you guys are ready, let's close our eyes and let's get breathing. Breathe in and out. In, out. In, out. In, out. In, last one. And out. Go ahead and breathe normally for a minute. Go ahead and release any tension from the top of your head all the way down to your toes. You don't have to do what I do, but I like to do some neck rolls. Both directions. Switch. Again, you can do whatever you want. This is just what I do. And I like to do some shoulder rolls. Switch. And then I just like to shake out my arms and shake out my legs. All right. Take one more deep breath in and out. Go ahead and breathe normally and open your eyes slowly. Alright guys, so if you guys would like to, let's get this meditation started. So if you guys are ready, we'll get this meditation going too. Sorry to bring you guys out of it to get you guys right back into it. But I think this will be good. Just breathe at your own pace. And yeah, it's not going to be anything we're not going to fly through, space or anything. It's just going to be a nice, relaxing little, occasionally you'll hear this. Just reminding you to breathe, to bring you back to here in this moment. Yeah, so I think let's get started. Yeah, so if you guys are ready, let's get started with this meditation. Go ahead and close your eyes or do whatever feels comfortable. So yeah, go ahead and breathe normally. If any thoughts come up during this, think them and let them go like bubbles. Let them rise up and pop. Letting any negativity, anything that's affecting you, letting it just fall away for the good of all and the harm of none, and more importantly for your highest good. letting anything that does not serve you just melt away. Releasing those old patterns. Releasing those old thought processes that don't serve you anymore. Letting go of any negative energy that does not belong with you, any energy that does not belong with you. Release that back for the good of all and the harm of none. Don't forget to keep breathing. Clearing space in your energy for the abundance to fill in the spaces. Let go of those toxic patterns. Let go of those negative people. Invite the new positivity, the new love, the new abundance into your life. Take a deep breath in through your nose. And release. Take another deep breath in through your nose. And release. Take one more deep breath in through your nose. And release. Go ahead and breathe normally. And come on back. Alright, guys. Sounds like my dog's enjoying this too. Alright, guys. If you guys are ready, go ahead and come back. Otherwise, go ahead and pause it now or restart this if you need to. Alright, guys. I hope that helped. there's definitely been a lot of crazy energy going around, so hopefully that was a good kind of like reset. I know for me that was actually exactly what I needed today. So hopefully that helped. So yeah, so let's get started. Today we're going to use the Mystic Mondays Tarot, as well as our Pride message and our Sweary affirmation. Our reading is going to be a little bit shorter today. Probably really not too much shorter. I was thinking it was just going to be like 3 or 4 cards, but I'm thinking we'll just we'll do an actual, like, we'll do a full moon reading today, I think. So yeah. Alright guys, so actually instead of a full moon message, we'll do an eclipse message. And see what comes up. What is our eclipse message today? Okay. Got the 10 of Wands reversed. One card at a time, please, Spirit. Six of Cups reversed. I think I see where this is going. Let's get one more card really quick and then I'll see if I'm... Yeah, 2 of Wands. Yeah. So recently it could feel like... Let me start with the 6 of Cups reversed. It's almost like this feeling of like having rose-colored glasses on. Like everything's just great because I'm great. Like the delusion is maxed out right now. And it could be leaving you in a place of, like, you don't know where to go from here. You kind of, you're at your capacity, almost. And with the 2 of Wands, you're ready for this adventure to kick off. But it's like you're getting ready for something that's not actually what you need. We got the 6 of Wands. There's definitely this feeling of like victory. Acknowledgement of acknowledgement of these things that are happening. You can feel, you can almost feel that you're a little bit, it's like you can almost feel and like tell that you're a little bit in a delusion right now, and that you're kind of like reaching your limit, but it's almost like that feeling of like, if I just stay delusional for 5 more minutes, I wonder what would happen. And Knight of Pentacles. We get so used to this routine of being tired, being frustrated, not quite getting what we need. So then when we try to move forward from that, it feels wrong to have that. And it's almost like, one card at a time, please, Spirit. It's almost like this acknowledgement of that is this feeling of, I see where I am now, you know, whether that's like a finally moment or not. I see where I am now, and I'm ready to like really get to who I know I need to be and who I know I want to be. You know, it's not enough. Yeah, the Hanged Woman. It's not enough to run around with the stuff that's been fucking you over the entire time anymore. If those things don't help you, they don't help you. You can't keep, you know, with the rose-colored glasses, like I said, you can't keep looking at somebody who's literally like, say you're holding your hand over a fire. I think I used this in a couple other videos, or in like 1 or 2 other videos. Say you're holding your hand over a candle. The closer you get, it's going to get hotter and hotter. The longer that you hold it there, it's going to hurt more and more, right? So you have to remove yourself from that situation if you want your hand to be okay, right? It's the same thing with everything else. When you're holding on to toxic things, it starts to poison you. It does poison you. And it starts to really like affect how you view yourself, how you see other people, how you view the world, all of it. And so when we find those things that are actually really binding us up and holding us where we know that we don't really need to be anymore, it gets to a point of, okay, well, where are we going from here? Because at this point, we got to do something, and those rose-colored glasses are the ones that are holding you in that, is what's pretty much holding you in that feeling of, I got to do something else, but this is so nice. You know, and I might not have explained that completely correctly, but, or like, I might have jumped around a little bit, I'm sorry. But, you know, just because we've been holding on to these things for 5 years doesn't mean it's correct for us anymore, and doesn't mean it was the right thing in the first place. You know what I mean? Just because we have people in our life, or just because we're holding our hand somewhere, doesn't mean that it's the correct thing to be doing right now. Yeah, King of Pentacles. You got to make room for your abundance and make sure that the abundance has space. I mean, the abundance and prosperity is coming to you. That's not a question. The question is when and how quickly, right? The answer to that is however fast you can make the space for these things to come in. It's ready for you. It feels like it's ready for you. There's not like a big life change coming. There's not anything that needs to really, at least for whatever this situation is, there's not like a big tower moment or anything crazy. Like, I don't think that's what it is. It feels like an adventure. It feels like this will just be an adventure for you. Like, it feels like something that's, yeah, the Ace of Swords reversed. It might be difficult to get into it, but once you get into it, it'll feel like, why didn't I do this before? Because that abundance is coming to you, and you'll see it fairly quickly. Yeah, the Two of Swords. And there might be some confusion as to what the actual direction is that you need to go. But from what it seems like, from what I'm getting, it seems like that if you are to release these things, a lot of that stuff will show up for, not like show up, like just like appear in front of you, but like the path will be made clear to you because now you have space for it to come into you. And now you have the available, and now you have the available space for this blessing to actually take shape and actually, like, it's gonna sound bad, but like dig into your life, because that's what it's doing. Like, this abundance, this blessing is really trying to replace these toxic things that keep coming up to you, up for you. And it's like, that's not to say that these things are just going to be your end all be all and they're just going to fix everything. You still have to heal, you still have to do your shadow work, you still got to do all that stuff. But it seems like, at least for this specific situation, a lot of the shadow work has been done or is like finishing up. Or like you've been at least focusing on it a little bit. You know what I mean? It doesn't feel like you're just, yeah, King of Wands. You're not just running around like a chicken with your head cut off. You know kind of what direction you should be going. You kind of know what you need to do. it could still be confusing, could very well still be confusing, but it doesn't seem like the confusion is about the direction. It seems like it's about more of like, how are we going to do this? How am I going to let these things go if I've had them for so long? How am I going to, whatever it is. I don't know if y'all heard that. Some birds just started chirping. I don't know if it was from over there or from over there. I got two windows in here. I think it was over here. I think they were going, like, I think they were flying that way. Like, maybe like over my house or something. If the direction means anything to you, that's south. They were flying, it sounded like flying towards the south. I don't know if that means anything for you. The Six of Pentacles. Yeah, I mean, once you're able to let these toxic things go, it feels like you're able to let it flow more easily and more naturally. And it's really this feeling of, I mean, she is just sitting there and has her abundance. You know what I mean? She's just chilling. She knows what she needs. She knows what she wants. She's got it. You know what I mean? So, like, yes, it's frustrating when we don't know which direction to go in. And yeah, it can feel like we're being blocked off. It can feel like there's things that are the Nine of Wands upright. It can feel like we're kind of, I only say blocked off because it's almost like there's a fence there. But that's her own fence that she put up. And it's like we put these things up for ourselves because we're worried that somebody's going to get us, something's going to happen to us, whatever it is. But then that ends up, you know, closing us in, and then we don't experience anything else, or we don't get what we want, or whatever. You know what I mean? It's not that you're not allowed to, it's that you put it up in such a way that makes it so that you're also restricted. You know what I mean? And it's also, it's also with the Nine of Wands, with the Nine of Wands. It's like you have this wisdom, and that leads you to perseverance every single time. And even when it feels like you're not going to make it through, you make it. You know, the first thing that just came to my mind was you've survived 100% of your worst days. And whenever somebody tells me that, or whenever I hear that, I can't help but to think, yeah, I mean, I did. I definitely did. And you definitely did too. But sometimes the protections that kept us safe during those times are just not needed anymore. They're protections from somebody specific who's not in our life anymore. They're protections for some job specific that we're not at anymore. Name it. You know what I mean? That's why sometimes we have to get to a point where we're like, okay, this is my wall that I built. Okay, here I go saying that there was no tower moment, but now you got to kind of tear down a wall. You know what I mean? You got to let the abundance come in after you make that space. You can't just like be like, well, damn, now this shit is empty. Like, three more cards. Okay. Yeah, we got the Two of Cups. Let's get these last cards out really quick, and then what are our last two cards? One at a time, please. Okay. Princess of Swords. And what is our last card today? Okay. And we got the Princess of Pentacles reversed. Okay. And on the bottom of the deck, we have the Three of Cups reversed. There could have been a little bit of complacency with this Princess of Pentacles reversed. There could have been like a lot of complacency in, you know, where do I go? I don't know what you guys are looking for. I don't understand. You know, like that kind of thing where it's like, you know what to do, you know, but, and that with the Princess of Swords, there's like, it's like, this vitality and this life is just in you. You have this drive that you want to let out, but you might not have the right place to go. And with the Two of Cups, there's that duality that always comes through all of this. There's that duality of you have to experience the struggle in order to get to the abundance and the fulfillment. You're going to have to experience the negative to appreciate the positive. You don't have sunny days without cloudy days. I mean, I'm sure you could on some level, but like, in order to fully appreciate the sun, you also have to experience, you know, cloudy days and rainy days or snowy days. That kind of thing. And with the Three of Cups reversed on the bottom of the deck, it's almost like you were trying to conform. You were trying to make it easier so that you didn't have to go out of your way to do all these different things and like just take it as it is. But it's like, we can't just do that. I mean, you're allowed to do whatever you want, but that also means that if that's what you're going to do, you're not necessarily going to find that same fulfillment. You know what I mean? Or you're probably not going to find that same fulfillment, because that the fulfillment is the base of the fulfillment is you have the abundance coming in. You have the positivity coming in. You have the space for these things to show up, so you don't have that toxicity and that negativity around you, constant 1313, so that you don't have everything constantly just around you. While you're trying to focus on the positive, you just have the negative still there trying to get at you. And you're always going to deal with, you know, there's always going to be something that comes up, a trigger is going to happen, people suck, somebody's going to yell something at you that triggers you, somebody's going to say something that's just like, why would you fucking say that? But it's always about how you are going to respond to it. Take a second, breathe, then respond. Don't just react, because once we react, we can't take that back, and we're kind of cementing that we don't need that abundance. We don't need that fulfillment. We just want to deal with it this way. You know what I mean? We got to show our guides and the universe that what we want is what we're actually looking for. You know, the things that we're saying that we want are the things that we're actually going to work towards. We can't just say this is what we want and then not do anything about it. There's no point to that then. Because at that point then it's just, why would you bring it up? Why didn't you just stay quiet about it then? What was the point of bringing it up if you weren't going to work towards it? Yeah. Let's get our pride messages really quick. I'm not picking my nose, I'm scratching. I'm scratching the outside. Okay, that one flipped over. This one. Is there another one that flipped over? Oh, okay. Just that one. We'll do two more. 1, 2. Okay. Cool. So we got originality. No one is better at being you than yourself. Your uniqueness is what makes you irreplaceable and treasured amongst your nearest and dearest. Yeah. Community. Queer gang. Safety in numbers. Unite and collaborate with like-minded allies to chip away at lingering negativity and doubt. Yeah, and that's the other meaning behind Two of Cups, honestly, too. Like, you have that community, you have that feeling of just people that you can deal with and love, and they'll love you back, and they'll help you through these things. They'll help you clear out that negativity when it doesn't need to be there anymore, and they'll help you do these things. They'll be there for you when you need it too. Like, even if those negative things like make you upset because you're losing these things that you've known for so long, which is understandable. We're creatures of habit. We get used to having certain things around us, and when we don't have those things anymore, it feels weird. It does. And it might not feel wrong, but it'll certainly feel weird. We don't have the same things going on anymore. You know what I mean? But those community members who are with us, who love us, who are with us for anything, who are our ride or dies, right? They'll gladly help you achieve whatever it is that you want to achieve, because that means that you're happy and they want to see you happy. They want you to achieve your goals. That's not to say that you should go and just rely on others for help to achieve your goals, but that's more to say, like, when you find those good people who do love you, hold them close and cherish them, because no matter what, they're going to be there to help you, as long as you're helping that along. You know what I mean? If you're being a shitty person, if you're being weird about it, if you're saying, oh, no thank you, I don't really want your help right now, and then that's like every single time, it gets to be like, okay, so then I'm just not going to offer anymore. I'm not going to try to help. You know what I mean? You can't self-sabotage. At this point, it's time to really give up the self-sabotage. It's time to really get rid of that and really like start figuring that out, which does go perfectly into this next card. Freedom. Free yourself from fears that may not yet come to light and may never do so. Find comfort in knowing that you will passively attract what you need and release what you don't only when your attitude is positively aligned. Need I say more? No, but seriously, I think, and the beautiful thing about having a community of people who want you to succeed and who will gladly help you is having people who you can talk to who won't judge you. They'll be there solely to have people in your life, and they want people in their life too who are real like that, who don't have that hidden animosity or like the weird things that people do, like the weird plotting and the weird competitions. Like, nobody likes that. Nobody likes any of that stuff. There's no reason for me to think that you're my friend and the entire time you're trying to plot for my downfall. There's no reason. The reason is that you're jealous, not me. I'm not the problem here. You're the one causing shit for me. I didn't cause shit for you. That's the whole point. At least with the toxic people and the toxic things. When you find this community, you find people who are like, okay, well, how can I help? Am I able to help? Do you need help? Like, what do you need? And it's not like I saw a post about, it's not quite related, but I saw a post about it today, and it was neurotypicals need to understand that this is how you ask for help and not this. And it was, hey, I'm moving Saturday. Do you have any free time? Can you come help me? That was like the appropriate, respectful way to do it. The other side of it was, I have to move. There's so much stuff. I don't have a car. Whatever will I do? That kind of shit gets on people's nerves. If you need help, ask for it. If you have people in your life who will help you, just ask. If you have, he sighed again. If you have people in your life who you feel like are a problem, they're probably a problem. You know who doesn't like you. You know. And if you don't, it's difficult to find out, but 444. But there is a way that But my point is that your intuition knows. You know. And if you're really listening and tuned into your intuition or your discernment, they're not going to lead you wrong. And you have to trust yourself that you are also going to be able to do the things that you want to do, that you are willing to put the effort in to get to exactly where you want to be. Yeah. Let's grab our sweary affirmation really quick. Okay, that was fast. Yeah, positive vibes only. Fuck negativity. I mean, come on. I say it all the time. How much more do you need? But seriously, the more you focus on the positive, the more good things will happen to you. The more you focus on the negativity and the toxicity and hold them closer to you, the more that those things will start to affect you, and you'll start seeing it in more places than just where it started. You'll start feeling it at work. If it's just a friend, you'll start getting frustrated at random things at work. You'll start getting mad at your kids, whatever it is. You know what? It'll start manifesting in different ways because you're ignoring it. You're not trying to help yourself. You're just ignoring. So once you're able to fully embrace the positive vibes only and really say, fuck those people, fuck those things, I don't need those things anymore. They're not for me. They can stay as far away from me as possible. You know, this is my, you know, hey, don't touch me there. This is my no-no square. Like, this whole thing can be your no-no square if you want it to be. It could be a whole square around you. Nobody said it couldn't be. Nobody said it couldn't have spikes on it either. I'm so serious. When I like actively think about shielding, it does end up being like a bubble. So I guess it's not a square, but like I guess a square would be a little difficult to hold shape in a bubble as a bubble. But like I think, you know, like for me, when I think about shielding from the negativity and when I think about like pushing the negativity away, the first thing that I try to remember to do is shield, because once you shield, I'm not going to say anything's easier because it's not. It's more simple. Simple does not mean easy. It's much more simple to deal with because you're able to distinguish it a little bit easier what is actually going on. And you're able to, by that point, you've probably stepped back to see what is happening, to see where the negativity is coming from, to see any of that stuff. And it's like, and when we're able to step back like that, it's much more beneficial for us because then we're not worried about the things that we've been worried about. We're not worried about, well, what if he says blah, 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 whatever. What if she goes blah, 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 blah. It doesn't matter. How do you feel about it? Do you feel good that you're leaving them in the past? If the answer is yes, you better keep running. You better go and not turn back. You better not look back. You better not turn around. You better not do anything. You better keep going. Because at that point, you finally realized that you are able to do whatever it is, even without that person, even without that job, even without whatever that thing is. You'll be able to get to exactly where you want to be. You have your sights set, and you want to get right there, and you will. But you also have to believe that you can. And you also have to believe that those things don't belong to you anymore. They're not yours. They're not for you anymore. They don't serve you. They've been poisoning you. They've been hurting you. I had to learn that a while ago. I lost pretty much my entire friend group. And it was shitty, and it was very difficult to deal with, and it was really hard to live with. But, and I'm not saying that I don't miss them. I'm not saying that I don't feel some type of way about it still, but One, it could have been much worse if it went on longer. And two, at least I learned my lesson. I still have friends. It's a much smaller friend group now, but I still have friends. I still have people that I love. Some are new people. Some people came in right after that. But that's my point. Your friend group decides that you're the toxic one and decides to cut you off. Whole time you get exactly what you've been looking for. That thing just comes into you because now they're gone. Now they're gone, and nothing is there to obstruct this from you. Nothing's there to taint it. Pause. Well, that's not a bad word. Get your mind out of the gutter. Boy. Oh my gosh. Anyway. No, but seriously. And that's not to say it wasn't immediate. It was not a quick change. I had to go through some stuff. There were some days where I didn't want to be here. But I'm still here. Maybe not 100% healed, but I'm healing. The things that happen don't really affect me as much. Do I miss them? Yeah. But it's probably that I miss the times that we had, not the people. The majority of the people in my life now are not toxic at all. They have their things that get on my nerves, whatever, but they're not toxic to me. They're willing to help, they're willing to be there, they want me to be okay, and that's all I can ask for at this point. If people are going to see you as the bad guy for trying to heal yourself and trying to get better, so be it. Let them be mad. Let them be as upset as they want to be. Let them spread rumors. You know what's not true. And if other people know you, they know what's not true. Do you know how many rumors were spread about me because of that shit that happened? I'm not going to go into it, but so many rumors. And so many people came back to me and was like, why are people saying this shit about you? And then I'd explain it and they'd be like, oh, so they're just on trash. And I'm like, yes, thank you. Shit like that, because it's like, I'm not going to say that I was perfect at all. I'm not going to say that you need to be perfect. I'm not going to say that you have to just whatever. I'm not going to say that. Because nobody is just going to be perfect and nobody is just going to get this correct the first time around. But we do have to remember that no matter what we do, we have to put that work in. And we have work to do. Whether or not that's because of trauma that somebody else inflicted on us or not, it's our responsibility to fix that. It's our responsibility to get us to where we want to be. It's our responsibility to kick out that negativity. It's our responsibility to stay original and to be our authentic self, because once we are that authentic self, those people, those community members, the freedom comes in. You still got work to do, but it comes in. It starts showing up. That's the thing. It might not be in your life, but it starts showing up really quick. It's like little glimpses of what you could have right now, as long as you keep working towards that. You know what I mean? Yeah. Here comes the sun again. Here comes the sun. Doo-doo-doo-doo. Anyway. I know it's been bright the whole time. I don't know if it just got brighter or what it did. But anyway. Alright guys, so that is all I am seeing for you guys today. I really appreciate you guys for being here, if you guys stayed this long. Let me know how you guys like the meditation, if you guys want me to kind of incorporate those a little bit more into these videos. Or never again, if you guys don't ever want to see it again. Which, too bad. But no, for real. I really appreciate you guys for being here, and I really thank you guys for watching. Please like, share, comment, subscribe. Please do whatever you need to do. Please hit the notification bell as well if you guys would like to, so that you guys get notified whenever I post. But yeah, this reading is honestly amazing. This reading is such a good. You can tell it's. You can tell there's been some darkness going around. You can tell there's been some shit happening. But as long as we don't let that consume us, we'll be able to keep moving just fine. 333. We'll be able to keep moving just fine. You got this. Keep going. And yeah. As always, free Palestine, free everybody. We will never be free until we're all free. With all that being said, I appreciate you guys for being here. Thank you guys for watching. Y'all be safe. Have the day that y'all deserve. And I'll catch y'all in the next one. Peace.